everybody. Welcome to the Jenny VIP Thought Series. This is just like a little mini-sode series that I've been developing over the past few months. Essentially, I just want to be more in touch and be more transparent and honestly more alignment with all of you who've been listening to the podcast. These little episodes are really meant to give you all just real thought snapshots in the moment. Things that I think, that I'm struggling with or emotions that I'm going through. I want to be able to share them with all of you because I want you to know that we're all going through this. And, if you're having a particularly rough week, like maybe one of these little mini-sodes might resonate with you because we all have them. Life has tons of ups and downs, and I think it's just important to know that you're not in it alone. And this is really what the point of all these are. So you won't hear the same topic over and over again. Most likely it's going to be very different from episode to episode. But I really hope that you find them helpful. And, I would love to hear from you on them. So let's take a listen.
I'm incredibly grateful to be doing this. So I wanted to just create these little mini modules to talk about daily struggles that kind of creep up on me. And I get annoyed because it's pretty consistent as to what the struggle is, but I forget a lot. So for example, I've been beating myself up a lot because I haven't been able to go to the gym in the mornings. And I had made a commitment to myself earlier in the year that by the time I got to my 40th birthday, which is in about 5 or 6 months, that I would be in the best shape of my life. That was the goal that I started the year with. And like 3 months into the year, I was really doing really well with it. And I was going to the gym almost every single day. And I was really proud of myself for that, for really just doing that. And I loved it. I honestly, the energy and everything that I had post those workouts, it just was like cathartic for me. And then my work kind of got in the way. And I got basically sidetracked because instead of being able to get up and head to the gym in the morning, I had to prioritize work over that to help support some urgent things that were going on. And it really bummed me out. And then after that, I never got back to it. And there was always kind of something else. And I know that sounds just like a lot of excuses, but it was just sort of always something that I prioritized over my time going to the gym. And then last night I was committing. I was really, really talking to myself and saying, come on, Jen, like you can get up tomorrow at 5 and make this happen. And almost the catalyst for really pushing for that, besides the fact that I really want to do it, was also that my uncle, who's obviously considerably older than me, gets up at 5 a.m. and goes to the gym every day. And I was like, if he can do it, I can do it. And I was like really pumping myself up. And then I had a rough night with the kids, and my kids just kept waking up one right after another. And my kids are so close in age that it's almost like a carousel of like just consistently, like one will wake up and then I put that one back down. Then 30 minutes later, the other one wakes up. And it was much worse when they were babies, but they still have their moments where they wake up and then they come and get me. I don't do anything. They're not babies anymore. All I do is put them back into their beds, but they can't seem to break that habit. So we're trying to break that habit right now. But that happened last night. So of course at 5:15 this morning when my alarm went off, I was like not hearing it because from 2:30 to 3:30, my sleep was disrupted. And then it occurred to me, like, I'm only getting maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep before I get woken up, and then maybe another hour or two of sleep before I have to get up. And I know that, in my husband's words, he would be like, you're making excuses. But for anyone listening to this that has kids is having sleep interruption as significant as this, you know how hard it is to try and prioritize, like, all right, and now let me go and expel some energy at the gym at 5 a.m. It sucks because you want to do it and it just doesn't seem to happen. The other part that complicated it for me too is that my kids' schedule changed with summer camp, and now instead of having time to myself from 6 to 7 a.m., I have to get them out the door for camp, which isn't crucial for my sanity. So I basically had to give up the whole morning that I was from 5 to 7:30-ish while they were in school was like my time to do my thing. And as soon as school let out, it was basically gone. And it's been a kind of a bummer. To be honest, it's kind of a bummer for me because I feel like I'm constantly like kind of behind. And I know it sounds a little, not as big of a deal, but for me it doesn't feel that great. So I just wanted to share that I am putting this pressure on myself to make it happen in the morning, but to get up and go to the gym, and I'm like always kicking myself like, oh, why can't you do this? But then it occurs to me like, oh, there's an actual real reason why you can't do it. And I have to remind myself that I should not be feeling bad about the fact that I still am struggling with that, because it's not for lack of trying. It really is just truly a unfortunate sleep situation still. But yeah, that's kind of like my little thing today. So I'm going to be kinder to myself and just kind of try to work it in maybe later on today if I can. And this is your reminder too. Be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up like I do. I have that problem too, but don't beat yourself up. You're doing everything you can to make things happen for yourself. And you can't go by anyone else's schedule. You can't go by anyone else's vibe on how they're doing things, because that's not your life. Your life is your own, and you can only really make it work for yourself. And don't feel bad about it, because what's great for you is not going to be great for someone else. So I just wanted to remind everyone of that today. I hope you guys all have a really amazing day. Stay positive. Try to take a couple minutes to yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes, to breathe it out and reorient. That's what I try to do on a regular basis. So stay positive, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to Jenny's little VIP thought episode. I hope you did find it helpful. And again, these are little mini quick hits, so it won't take too much of your day. And I hope that it just brings you some clarity, some peace, maybe some joy in some instances, knowing that, we're sort of all in this together. Check out some of our full episodes, which have guests and my co-host and, lots of great things in them. But I hope that these mini-sodes are helpful to you. Thank you and take care.